Trying not to lose any instructions.
Healing that take place with thanks for his service, recognizing that he has a responsibility to care for her, understands himself to be called to ministry and care for us as well. That he might have peace and she might have healing. The grounds team here has those orange shirts they have on today. They're like, they say Haley's hat, so they have Haley's hat shirts on. And then, of course, on the other side of the team, and some of them, I'll just say, there's a truck going around this side that holes and sprinklers on it. That wasn't so y'all can run through the sprinklers. I mean, the hospitality is high. We don't let y'all run through the sprinklers. They're actually wetting down some of the gravel so that when the buses come through, that keep things up and get new sneakers, you know. The other side of the team is led by Ken Lidman. Ken demonstrates and shares hospitality for us. Ken, great. Chief Manager of the Farmers Sports, all the programs that happen here with hospitality, grace, and kindness. He's personally made sure that if your name wasn't on the shuttle list, you still were able to get a shuttle. If your flight was late and if the shuttle was there waiting on you, it picked somebody else up, and then he made sure somebody got there to pick you up. That's Ken. You probably find the bookstore and other things that are here, but if there's a go-to you need something, there's probably Ken. This particular event is also held down from a programmatic standpoint. You receive outreach to support the various programs and ways you were engaged by our leadership development and organizing team. So I want to invite any of the members of our leadership development and organizing team. Y'all are standing in the back around. Some of y'all are stand, please. So with my right up front, I want to introduce you. She joined us since the last Hall-Proctor Institute for Child Advocacy Ministry. Reverend Dr. Cheryl Cook. Doc's our National Director for Movement Building, which means she has awesome responsibility of overseeing all of our state offices and our leadership development and organizing team. It is an awesome work. She is doing a remarkable job. Among those gathered, getting kind of dying and testing the fire really quickly, is Reverend Marvin Silver. Reverend Silver, you stand there. All denominations beware. I've been with UCC for a while. I'm so Reverend Silver came to us just here in the last month to lead our leadership development organizing team from a remarkable career not only as a pastor but also as a judiciary officer, grounding justice and witness ministries for the Central Atlantic Conference of the United Church of Christ. We're delighted at his leadership, and he has jumped right in and getting a sense of what this work is. Now, there's still people in Washington, D.C. who are mad at me and shit for him coming over here. They'll be all right. They will be all right. All right. We're also delighted. I don't see her here. I'm going to introduce you to Lauren in here. Stand up. We're really excited. This is somebody else who almost got me beat up about one of my homeboys. This is Lauren Relford. Lauren has joined us here in the last 2 weeks as our policy director of the Children's Defense Fund. From Sojourners, where she served as the director for the last number of years, served a number of roles in faith and policy and political organizing there in Washington, D.C. We're really excited at her leadership hitting the ground with us here as we go forward. Finally, I want to make sure to introduce, from the staff standpoint, Sherry Brady, our Vice President, Chief.
Sam or Trevor said
Sherry does all
help
things.
anywhere.
All you need to know about
Yeah,
Sherry
you
is
can help
that
with this.
they're just committed.
So
I'm
it's
doing
like,
this
well,
work
Justin
big
has
shit.
so then
Courage.
it's
So we came into this work together.
Just
We
copy where
look
you need
forward to
me.
doing this work and building as much as we can serve this institution together. And I'm really grateful at the guidance and leadership for our program team. Other members of the team are all throughout. You all know one department that make the whole thing happen. Our communications team and public affairs team has been deeply engaged in this work. So we thank Victoria, Steve, Bob, and Chris for make so many of these things both beautiful and possible. Our operations team, who has made everybody who flew here in a cohort or something like that, operations make sure that we can do that and everybody gets paid and all that. Operations team, finance, so all the way across the board. I'm sure I'll forget some people. I want to make sure to quickly lift up in the executive office, both Alexander Vice Morissette, who's there in the back. He's right up here on the side. We have as a policy advisor, down in many hands make light work. We are delighted to be able to do this work with so many. We extend gratitude to volunteer leaders for this space. Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr., who's here on the ground, Reverend Dr. Otis Moss the third, as the elder used to call him, the Otis and Mosses. Owen 3 will be with us by video because he is in Europe celebrating his 30th wedding anniversary. It's his honor. So he's tagging in and out for the last few years since the pandemic. He has been the one on the grounds, and his father has been on video. But we are pleased to have the elder Otis Moss with us on the grounds to be with us and share his wisdom throughout our time together as well. We thank some of the folks who have welcomed us to the space, who are here long before us, like our dear co-chaplain and residents, Madam President, Reverend Dr. Helen Jordan Simpson. Pleased that since the last time we were here gathered, she's installed as president of Auburn Seminary. We are pleased that she is partnered with her daughter, Ms. Candace Simpson. Thank you very much. We're excited that Dr. Kyle Wooten has come back as our co-minister of music. And our friends bring new friends. To me, Professor Omar Dickinson and his leadership here in partnership with grateful for. Our dean of chapel, Allison, keeps trying to get out of the job, which means she keeps getting deeper into the job. Excited and delighted that our theologians and residents, one who's already here, one who's making transit to get here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's a good place to get out of right now. So Jim Wallace is on his way. Reverend Dr. Anne-Marie Dingo is here. So we're grateful. Something we've been doing is expanding the last few years, really the last couple of years, investing in different approaches to center ourselves for this work, including mindfulness and yoga, and healing practices, body work. This is a space of respite for the body and the mind. We're really delighted that some of the gifts and graces have shown up with us in the work. I've not seen Rhonda McGee, but I don't know if she's quite here yet. Rhonda McGee has come. She provided some healing practice for us last year. It's a morning meditation. If you pay attention in the special segment of your special opportunity segment of your program, you will see opportunities to get up early and join in meditations and mindfulness. You also see this year opportunities to join in yoga at different points throughout our programmatic time together. We thank you for the opportunity for volunteering for that. And those who are making their gifts known, offering themselves for these moments. I just want to say thank you and encourage you to take full benefit of all of these things. I'm sure that I missed some things. I'm sure that I missed some people. Because there's a lot of y'all doing a lot of things. But I did want to ground with a bit of thanks and appreciation, and then transition to some grounding words of charge perhaps for our time. It is not without intention that we begin our time in this session, and we will begin sessions tomorrow in the morning and Wednesday morning with the voices of elders and our ancestors. Begin today, of course, with the words of our elder, our elder who built this institution, Mary Wright. She reminded us with a throwback to that March 11th, 1994. They said a memo, I call it this. That framed the vocation and aspirations for these sacred grounds. The space of renewal, of respite, a place where we might exercise the behaviors we want to see made manifest in our communities. A place to sing and laugh and dance. A place for intergenerational servant leadership development. These sacred grounds are here so that the world outside the gates can stay outside the gates for a minute. We might have the opportunity to turn to one another and God to see another way. To hear another's voice and to hear another voice. This is a place where generation now for fully a generation, 30 years. We have gathered to hear the greatest of great preachers. That very first year, 1995, when Reverend Dr. Harry Grant told the story about a little boy's lunch, what God could do with a little boy's lunch. Probably was about to hear great preachers in that line and hear some things come full circle. So over the course of that time, those great preachers, William Sloan Coffin, Harry Grant, Gardner Calvin Taylor, have given space and wisdom to each of us. And we are so delighted at those who will join them this year. Rashad Randy Moore, Reverend Mahogany Thomas, Reverend Dr. Teresa Fry Brown, who will return as a great preacher, Reverend Dr. Cindy Hay. Bring us wisdom for these moments as we listen for another voice and listen for one another's voice. Over the course of the time, some folks have come, gone on to do remarkable things, and come back. At the occasion of registration, we had someone who was here 15 years ago as a young advocate receiving leadership training, and has come back as a business owner, a volunteer with the Children's Defense Army. This is a space where transformation is indeed possible, but it begins with grounding. Begin with allowing oneself to be in a thin and sacred space outside the noise. There's plenty of noise. There is in this moment, my friends, the noise of division that comes with every presidential election, and there is a uniqueness of the noise of division, divisiveness, and deep violence in this one. There was a noise of chatter that would have us to believe that there is no way that people could come together, that government cannot get things done, that the only way for this economy to work is aggregation of wealth among billionaires, and that we choose those billionaires over our neighbors. Noise. The noise is not just coming from a political realm, but I hear you, Owen, saying that the noise is also coming from some bad theology and bad preaching. Yes. The recent sermon, our co-pastor president talked about news and how bad preaching from Paul, long preaching from Paul, cause that young adult to fall under the Lord. There are bad theologies and bad politics, and there are challenges in our community, and there are issues in our economic system. And because we can't get together around these things, we have public debates about who has the best handicap. Bipartisan compromise and the expanded child tax credit has already been passed in the House and has been sitting, waiting, and waning in the Senate. And either of these two men could call upon their colleagues to either rally the votes on one side or call for the vote on another and lift children out of poverty. But they would rather have a conversation about who has the best qualification. While this is no reason, absolutely no reason to engage in violence, and there's no reason for us to fall down to only decrying the darkness. Indeed, this is not a time where words decrying darkness will be helpful. It is rather a time as we share this afternoon with a group who's here at our welcome home. It is time for us to also demonstrate an alternative purpose. We have to be something different, not just talk about something different. So I thought again to reflect with that community that was gathered there in the lodge, in a space where we had the occasion to sit at the feet of our now transitioned elder, Reverend James Lawson. Learn about and hear about nonviolent direct action and organizing and the theories thereof and the movements thereof in our history. Lord knows this is a time when we need to be listening to those kinds of voices. Tuning out the noise, modeling something different, an alternative voice. So while it is appropriately the time to turn down the temperature, not just to be said this way, use the rhetoric of the last few days to turn down the temperature. It is not the time to be lukewarm. While it is not the time to burn red hot with our rhetoric, it is a time to be full-throated in our articulated commitments. While it is not the time for us, frankly, to choose sides left or right, it is time for us to ground ourselves at the bottom. The bottom where people have to push. The ground where we find our food. It's time for us to find another way, not left, not right, but love. This is no call for compromise. The gift of what God was doing in gathering us here right now is that God knew that people need an alternative. God knew that there would be a mess in Milwaukee. God knew that there would be conversations about less than our greatest values in Vegas. All while you would be gathered here. So rather than rushing for the microphones or the cameras, rather than seeking to find how to say the right thing at the right time, rather than seeking to get claps, hand slaps, somebody spinning around, rather than singing the most woke preacher in the room, it's called for deep reflection, serious analysis, engagement that is locking and tackling, talking to a neighbor, knocking on a door, asking what's going on with you and your kids or your family and what should you really be doing about it. It ain't sexy. even 90 degrees on a hot farm in Tennessee. It might not seem exciting. Leaders sitting under that tent drinking lemonade. Under that tree tent drinking lemonade, where you can make the connection and have the conversation that will move you to the next place. This campus taught me something last year. I've been sharing with people all year. That the distance between the lodge and the chapel is just long enough to get to know a new person, engage in a new conversation, maybe build a new relationship. And that prophetic, countercultural, alternative witness of having a conversation with somebody who don't know is the thing that gets us over political division and mass. And so God put you here, not in the conventions, not as a delegate. God brought you here. Not to talk about the 16-page Republican platform with all camps sections in it. As if somebody's yelling at you over email. We're going to dig deep into the scriptures, reflect on your traditions, construct your own theologies that are bigger than this movement. God didn't cause you to rush. This fight was delayed anyway. Through the airport. God gave you space to slow down, to get some perspective over the course of a few days. And then you might put you in the center of the conversation. In this moment, it is a blessing that so many pieces are coming together. Pastors, welcome home cohort, lay leaders with none. Practicing resurrection cohort, lay leaders with none. Without coaches, consultants, guiding. Listening to what they're hearing in their community. Seminarians, who, really were excited about the thing they heard about, or maybe they just wanted to credit, I don't know, who believe that there's a different way of doing theology and trust this remarkable faculty from the Dale Jewish People Seminary to say, we don't have any books on these theologies of child well-being, but we'll walk with you and maybe we bring one. These remarkable college students are making the CEOs. We've committed to a renewal and restoration of a 30-year-old project at CDF called Black Student Leadership Network, where they will learn and engage in community organizing and policy analysis and turn the whole damn world upside down. Folks who have taken a passage of scripture in Isaiah 11 so seriously, they decided that when the text says a little child shall lead them, it might actually mean and a little child shall lead us. And decided that the default answer of my growing up, that everything in the Old Testament that looks like it promises something in the future is Jesus. It might be Jesus, and it might be Jesse, and it might be Jessica. That's right. Or any other toddler who can do things that grown-ups forgot how to do a long time ago. So they come together to see how they can build communities and change public policy to make it possible for infants and children, toddlers to thrive in their communities. And they're here with you. All of these folks have come together. Many of us may know one another in a unique time to spend time listening. last week in Charlotte, North Carolina, Battle Creek, Michigan, Indianapolis, Indiana, Louisville, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Just trying to hear, listening to scholars in our freedom schools, servant leader interns, parents and caregivers, about what is getting in the way of raising your children to thrive the way you want to thrive. What is getting in the way? What you need to have to live your best life as a young person. We hear a lot about policy. It's one of the problems, Lauren. One of the problems is what child advocates are talking about in D.C. Mamas, big mamas, and our believers are talking about in California. It's a problem. It's what the presidential candidates are talking about in debates and not what they're talking about in Indianapolis. And nobody's going to talk about it. We'll come to put ourselves in a posture to listen. If we listen, then we might appropriately hear. Listen to children and families. Let them tell us what they need us to do. We also got to listen to God and listen for the whispers from our ancestors. The great home, the saying of the Proctor. Ancestors are seeking to speak to us through the noise. They refuse to yell at you. They will only whisper. So tune our ears so that we can hear them as part of our critical practice and part of the countercultural use of what we engage, not to have the right thing to say, have a posture to hear by intentional and deep listening to those ancestors. Some of you know that my practice begins each day on the farm with a run. We get up early enough. Don't stay up late. Too late. And it ends in a place where I hope you know. There's a place on the farm where children listen to the seven stones that honor ancestors that made this work possible. Now they're here. So part of what I hope you might be in an act of expression of what it is that is different and critiques what is happening in other places. We might honor the 4 generations that are here, from England to Army, and honor those who come. I dedicate this space not only on these grounds, but in this space always in our hearts and in our lives to listen to what the ancestors have to say to us, what their witnesses to us, what their words still say to us, what God speaks to us. And so, liberation takes 7 generations. You're all here. We can see. So we'll begin our time in a unique way this year with this grounding of itinerary mission, with plenty of time spread so many of you already, with gratitude for the ways and the work that we have, and the life God and the ancestors lives. So what we ask is that him that we're saying together. I'd like you to have your things, if you will, and walk with us. We'll sing a hymn, we'll sing a verse, and we're going to transition. There's a space on the grounds, as some of you may know about some Also on the ground here, the library, there are memorial stones. Last year we gathered together, we named, and we not only had not written all the names of this institute, but rather she would take her space among those ancestors, to dedicate a stone for her remembrance. As we prepare for what we're going to do next, through the transition, we're saying the hymn of this song, God my God. Then after that first, we'll transition over to the language. And we dedicate Dr. Hall's song. So those who come from the able, we invite you to join us. Thank you, team members, for sharing out and letting me have to share this time. After we complete that, we will move to our time for dinner, and then return at 7 p.m. worship. I thank you for listening to me in this moment. I want to remind you quickly for all interested persons in the resurrection choir to meet Professor Dickinson and I here in these seats immediately following the service. So if you have a note and you have experience holding it, meet me here. Is that all right? Just stand with this family if you can. Sing with your voice, family. Sing high.
Probably just take a people longer than but I mean, if we could take it a long time for people wait.
We got 3 of them on there, I think. 3 or 4. Told them their creative afflictions. It's like a big thing about right now. They kept changing. They're like, "Ooh, I want to do this." And I'm like, I literally just finished putting this in there. Well, I talked to Trevor via email. I talked to Trevor on Tuesday last week, and I never got anything back.
Even about a month ago about things. They were in
that little gray stone building back here. I finished it all this afternoon, and then he goes, "I want to change, and I want to add."
We also had a meeting about fitness, so things just don't happen.
It's fine. I have gotten a crash course in a lot of things and in our style guide. In fact, do we have a style guide?
We actually are updating it currently. We have our new brand playbook, and after we finish that, we have to update the style.
Well, I'm getting a crash course.
It's actually waiting for me to have time to do it.
You mean you have time to do your job? You know, I get to laugh about that because I'm coming off of a job that I couldn't get anything done. So I'm going to be rolling off of that by the end of the month. But I'm still doing a lot of support work for them because I did everything. I'll probably stay on for like a couple hours a week just to get through all the little things that I don't think of before I leave.
Bless you.
My kids get to keep going there, so that means I have childcare.
That's amazing.
Yeah, 9 and 10. Can we see? Okay. Hold on. That was it.
It was 4th of July.
Let's see if I can find a recent one of either of them.
I ain't gonna do it, but I'm gonna support you like that.
This was when we learned how to paddleboard. My son